Hello. I completely forgot. Oh, nope. Hello. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing all right. I completely forgot about letting that thing go, but that was before everything. But I hope you're having a good Sunday, and we're just gonna go ahead and jump into this because a couple of times when I was doing these readings, we were having technical difficulties, and I really wanted to try and get through something. That way, if it posts, they'll be able to post something for you. And let's see where we left off. And this one's called "My Only Friend." Paper, my only friend, the one I tell my secrets to. It's the only thing that knows my dreams, all my lies, my fantasies and desires, and the things that weigh me down. It may tear, become stained from time, but it hides all my pain in the words of ink I write when I am alone. And this basically, for me, there's a lot of times when I write, it's more of a comfort, and that's how I've always viewed writing for me because this is the only way I can really express myself. So a lot of times whenever you see something that's on here, I I'm doing my best to express myself as an artist, as a person, and a lot of times there's more of that flowing out of me when I do that than just the normal stuff. So the next one's called "Falling Down a Rabbit Hole." Falling down a rabbit hole, tumbling, fumbling, with me lagging behind, as my wayward heart slides into the abyss. If you never spoke to me, or seeing me, or how deep blue, or if you never spoke to me, or me seeing how deep blue your iris was, I would have been fine. Now I'm lost in what if. What if you're the one who holds the keys to the gilded heart, to my gilded heart's cage, and I have longed to feel your touch. And this is basically, as it comes back to the one poem beforehand about expressing myself in so many ways on, like the thing before, because, there are times when you get caught up in, just seeing somebody and you get infatuated with them. And a lot of times this is my release of trying to keep from going further down that rabbit hole and wanting to be with somebody that you can't have, or who doesn't know you exist, or doesn't even want to acknowledge that you exist, which is basically what this is about. Because that person, um, this next one's called "Do You Know?" Do you know what a mystery is? It's wondering when I look in your eyes, and at the light that shines in you flickers for me. And it's just basically, again, wondering if she really cares, or if she thinks about me. A lot of situations where you find somebody, and you come to find out, well, they didn't even think about you from the get. So you were just a passing thought, and you don't really reside there in their mind. Um, so it makes a difference of why do you give them the ability or the control over you when you're not even a blip in their world. This next one's called "Loneliness is a Mystery." Loneliness is a mystery. One minute you're fine in your solitude, then you see someone and ache. From the sting of your freedom, you wonder would this person want to be a part of your life, and break the silence with the sound of their existence. And it's basically just being around a person. Other poems. And this one right here is called "Write Your Pain," and it's basically it harkens back to the one poem about speaking to paper. Write your pain on my heart. Let your pen be the sounding board, and the ink be the end of your pain. Let this comfort make legible love scribbled on my soul. For if my aberration to be a loose leaf sheets noted the way you blew me away. And this is for a word prompt. using multiple words here, legible, scribbled, and the loose leaf sheets. Those are basically a part of that poem or word prompt. And now this poem right here was a collaboration with Kat Francis, who is a writer. She published a book. Unfortunately, the book's over yonder, so crap. But anyway, this is a collaboration between her because I asked her opinion on things and what she would fit for this because I was working on a word prompt with this. Um, and this is called "What If I Told." What if I told you my story? Maybe I'm a king instead of a pauper this time. Maybe I'm the guy strong enough to lead. Perhaps I am the one who charged or changed my stars. Were they aligned to be with you? For me, everything. What would I have missed out on? Less pain, few memories, who knows? But what if? What if I could change the world, change others where they found inspiration in the words I share? And so we just basically for this word prompt because I think this is something for uh crap sorry for a word prompt for a contest. I don't think I won at contest, and I'll do two more before we're done. And this is called "Dating Is It a Problem?" Dating isn't the problem. It's trying to summon your courage after any failed attempts to build a friendship that leads to something more than finding your way out of the friend zone. Not to mention dealing with specters, ghosts, and scammers because you can't take people seriously, or they weave too many lies to know where the truths begin. You're ready to accept the failures of things before the first words leave their mouth. It makes you want to give up and watch the opportunity of a lifetime simply walk out the door. Then again, you get played like an old song that echoes off the corners of your mind for years. And it's basically, as I said, dating isn't a problem. It's people in general, and this is like when in trying to find a match in somebody, and then you got all the scammers and the people who don't really know how to basically work with you or learn how to talk because they get into they figured a couple of sentences or lines are basically enough for them to really tell whether they want to spend time with you or get to know you when you have to have that face to face. And then people are just like, well, I don't want to waste my time in doing this. Well, that's the reason why. Goodbye. So last one's called "Did He Hear You?" Did he hear you calling to him deep within the marvel where the artist broke you free from your rocky prison, just so I can marvel at your beauty, a crafted silhouette of a woman? And this is basically talking about this is for a word prompt, but basically I was looking at the word prompt was for marble, but I was basically looking at if you look at a lot of the statues, some of them are the way they are created. There's one in particular where this artist makes this silhouette of a woman, and he made um, it made it look like she was shrouded in a silk veil, which you could see through it, like you can imagine like seeing her through this veil, but it is stone or marble, and the way he carved it just precisely in that shape, and it was really freaking cool seeing it, and that's things that's really inspiring. So that's what I went with that one. So once again, I want to tell you what's been going on. So real quick, and then I'll let y'all go. So I ended up publishing a children's book, as you know, and the children's book has been doing really well. People seem to like it, so I'm working on another book about penguins and pirates, and then I had a couple ideas for some other things that I need to write down so I can have those. But in that though, it's really interesting because I took these books to the Liverpool Soccer Club that we meet up in Nashville for to watch Liverpool play, and I was able to sell all those books, even though I didn't have many because I really couldn't afford them. Because really, I didn't really know how popular this would be or anything. So it was just basically just my first shot at doing anything. So I had to give a shout out to a bunch of people who bought my book, and I really appreciate them. They are absolutely wonderful, and I'm glad that they did that. And Sarah Aikenhead and Lauren were both of the ones who put reviews on my book, and I was really grateful for them for doing that. So without further ado, please go check out Sarah Aikenhead and Bill Rollo Miller, Casting the Fire podcast over on Facebook. They do all kinds of things, talk about all kinds of stuff on their podcast, where it comes Lords of the Rings, The Hobbit, Game of Thrones, and House of the Dragon, and different things like that. Check out my friend Dwight Kirk over on YouTube and his riding solo page, and he basically does simulations of basketball, baseball, and Madden. He's working on doing. He had a post over on Facebook, but he wants to be YouTube where he was doing those. Check out my friend Jenna Jinx over on Instagram, Jenna Jinx Portraits, and she does wonderful portraits and stuff of drawings and things. So I got a few here that she's done, and my cover of my fourth book is a oil painting she did of a baby armadillo lizard. So definitely check her out. Check out Aria and Brian and Alberta and their Reiki services. Their contact information is in the description of this. If you really want to buy one of my books, the link for Amazon is there, or you can hit me up, DM me to do an autograph copy, and it's the same price basically what's on the website. So y'all have a good night. Take care of yourself, and I will see you next Sunday. Take care.